Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the liberal loudmouth. So this morning I was on Twitter and I came across this video, and I mean, it confirmed what I already assumed, which was Texas has 1,200 miles of a border with Mexico. And how are you going to police that? Well, this video really puts it into context that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and look into that now.
Wow. What? Half a mile.
As you're watching the news, whether it's CNN or Fox, you're letting these news media idiots get you riled up against each other. Let me show you some videos that might just calm your ass down and make you turn off the TV. Watch this. All right, so this is the wall.
And now we know this guy's telling the truth because of his epic beard, okay?
You know, the fence that we put up. And they put up a secondary fence because they opened the gates. There's some armed guards with some pretty serious weaponry. You know, pretty intimidating, right? Here's your razor wire in between the two bridges that are in the entrances into Mexico and also the entrance to Eagle Pass. There's some Hummers, some more guys, right?
And that's
We're
what you see on
protecting,
TV all the
we're
time.
keeping them out. This is 0.5 miles from that area. 0.5 miles from where they set up their cameras. 0.5 miles from where they have all the people there. And it's right down the road. I left this long to show you just how short of a drive it is for us to get to a point where all that we just saw does not matter. And they're just getting you riled up against each other because it's election time. What's that? Where are the armed guards?
Wide open.
Where are the AR-15s? Where's the razor wire? Where's the gates? That's half a mile from where the media is blowing up that Texas versus the feds, that we're having this big battle. So that was one gate. That was the very first gate that I saw. We drove down a little bit more. There's one. It had a chain on it. This one has never even had a gate. So to me, doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, libertarian. It doesn't matter what you are. And you're posting about this Texas versus the feds and we could have a civil war. I'm telling you right now, if a civil war breaks out, it's not because there's something good to fight over. It's because it's election time. It is because the news media is corrupt and you need to turn the TV off. I don't care what news media you watch. Just go down there and look yourself. Go look. The things that they are saying that the feds and Texas are fighting about is a stretch that is not even a mile. How long is the border? They can just walk right over, and those gates keep going and going and going and going. I know you're thinking, well, just two gates. No, they're all open. Open all the gates. It's a whole hoopla over this little bitty section in Eagle Pass in between a bridge and a bridge. Only place that there's guards. So if you can't get in half a mile of our border, you just walk down the road and you go across the border there. All you folks posting about this, you picked a side and you think you're doing the right thing. But all of you need to reevaluate the country you live in and the information that's being given to you. I'm in the middle no matter what usually, but I wanted to lean towards that side. And once I got down there, I was like, nope, I don't know. Believe what you want to believe, but I recorded those videos. No one sent me that. I don't know what else to tell you guys, but turn the TV off.
And there you have it, folks. You're being manipulated. I guess we're all being manipulated to some degree. But as I said in my previous videos, Texas has over 1,200 miles of border with Mexico. It's basically impossible to have enough border agents to monitor that entire thing. What they need, if they want to monitor all of the miles of border, they're going to need a lot of technology. They're going to need electricity that runs the entire length of the border. They're going to have cameras. They're going to have, facial recognition shit where if you're coming across the border, it tags your face and then it can alert everybody and all those pictures can go into a database. Now that seems like, some 1984 shit, but I'm talking about if you really, really, really want to stop every illegal immigrant from coming over, those are the things you're going to have to do. Because otherwise you're just not, the federal government even won't be able to monitor all of that just in Texas. And you're talking Arizona and New Mexico and California. They also have borders. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at another video that's going to really drive home the fact that this is all kind of a facade and this is just, they're playing party politics here with this. Let's take a look at that video. All right, so what you're going to see here is the Texas National Guard, and this was filmed within the last, I believe, few days. This is the Texas National Guard. Keep that in mind.
There's National Guard there. Let's see what happens. Is he going to tell him to go back? Man, they watched for a long time. What we were told was going on is they were, let's see, that most of the entries here now are going just through the port of entry. The port of entry's letting them through.
And what you saw there was the Texas National Guard doing what the Customs and Border Patrol does, which is allow people who are already on U.S. soil to go through these fences safely so that they can process them. When they take them in that truck, they're going to be essentially arrested, and then they'll get processed, and they can plead their case for asylum. If they can't plead their case for asylum, then they get deported. This is what's been going on while Biden was president the whole time. This is what Trump's presidency did. This is what the Border Patrol does. And now that the Border Patrol is kicked out or whatever, Texas National Guard is doing the same thing because this is the law. This is what they have to do. Everybody has constitutional rights, and people aren't thinking about that. And the only pass that you see all of those videos coming from the Republican side, it's all right there in Eagle Pass. And all the federal government was doing was removing the razor wire from that area because there were multiple deaths associated with the razor wire. Y'all, they put it in the water. Texas had put the razor wire in the water. And I believe it was under the water, so you couldn't even see it. There were at least 1,000 dead people that they found along the border over the last couple of years, maybe even just the last year. So the razor wire is a problem, but think about that. You put up this razor wire for what reason when you haven't blocked anything a half a mile that way or a half a mile this way? And I'd showed a video a couple of videos ago that showcased them dropping people over that fence, that big tall fence that you see. They had somebody up on the top with binoculars, no Border Patrol agents in sight. They had a rope and they were just dropping over the other side. Texas wants to posture, and I'm certain that they're posturing for Trump, because now Trump can come out and say, I'll fix it. I'll shut that border down. He never did. He restricted the border, but he never shut it down. And what does that mean anyway? You got to close the border. What does that mean? 1,200 miles of border in Texas. You're telling me that they can snap their fingers and all of a sudden these walls raise up and, border's closed. Border's closed. It doesn't work that way. Think about it. And this guy did everybody a service by putting that video out there, and shout out to him, whoever he is on TikTok. He makes a great point. And if you want to see it for yourself, drive your ass down to Texas and go look, because I believe everything he just said, because I've been to Texas and it's huge. It's huge. And the open space where people could come across is basically endless. So this whole notion that they're being invaded, they're not. If Abbott really thought he was being invaded, they would declare those people coming across as enemies. They'd shoot them. They'd put them in, make them POWs. But it's not an invasion. This is political posturing. It's an election year, just as that guy said. It's all nonsense. Now, one thing I will disagree with him on a little bit is that he's claiming that the news media is trying to rile you up. No. Texas and Trump and MAGA are trying to rile people up because they want to get their base out there. It does Biden no good for this issue to happen. So the media is not trying to play up Joe Biden. They're not doing it to score brownie points. It doesn't make Biden look any good. But at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. It's all propaganda. You're being lied to. You're being manipulated. And you need to start thinking about what it is that you're looking at, because a half a mile of a border crossing when there's 1,200 plus miles of border crossing in Texas, come on. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. We will catch you later. Peace.